Good morning. Let me make sure. Okay, I'm not wearing a microphone. Good morning. I am in the KTVU newsroom. Newsroom, and then I'll show you. Ooh. Why isn't this working? Newsroom. Okay, back to the... I will ask you my question as I wrap my hair. Those of you who have joined me earlier on Mornings on 2, Facebook Live, know this drill. This is my last minute prep. I just did my teas, talking to Pam and Dave. And now I wrap my hair, and then we go inside and we do the news for a couple of hours. So, my question to you is this. Hold on. Every day we have a KTVU question of the day. Today we come up with this. What topic do you think needs to be taught in public schools that's not being talked about right now? Producer Chelsea and I were talking about this a moment ago, and we remembered that a couple of weeks ago we had a guest on the 9 to talk about, good morning TJ, good morning Amy, good morning Chris, to talk about the new inclusion of LGBTQ history into California textbooks. And we talked about how students will first learn about it in the classroom in 2nd grade, and then as they get older in grades, the information will be fleshed out a little bit more. So that got us thinking, as we're sort of celebrating back to school all this week on the 9 and throughout our KTV newscast, what topic do you think needs to be taught in school that's not there now? Or is there a topic that isn't getting enough attention in your eyes that you'd like to see get more focus? So let us know. Vinny, yes, love it. Are you talking about my ratted and my sprayed? Good morning, Bob. Rocking out. Oh, see? Okay, so Bob is tuning in and he says music, and music. Bob is a musician. He's in a band up in Napa. So I totally understand that. I went to Livermore Public School, so I'm a product of the Livermore Public School system or district. Joe Mitchell Elementary, Mendenhall Middle School, Granada High School. Oh, many years ago. But I took violin starting in 3rd grade at Joe Mitchell. And my parents actually are very big into music. And so my parents are so sweet. They got us like private violin lessons at a music store in Livermore starting when we were like in 1st grade or something, really young. So from 1st grade all the way through high school to the bitter end of high school, I played that violin. I lugged that violin case all across campus. So Bob says music. Ha! Barry, I love your answer. Barry says common sense. Can you teach that though? You know what, Barry? Your answer is a little bit, I love it because I think kids do need to have that common sense. They need to have what they call those problem-solving abilities, so I totally agree. Stephanie says, bring back the arts and home economics. You know what? You are so... I just thought I dropped something. Home economics, back in my day, you could take home ec. I remember there were a lot of girls and not a lot of boys in home ec, but home ec was essentially... Hello, Leslie! Home ec, for all you young people out there, cooking, kind of home management, the skills that you kind of need to keep your house afloat. So no. Ooh, Frank says compassion. I like that. Compassion, art, and music. Vinny says how to ride BART. Vinny, I know you're watching on BART or you're about to get on BART. I will mention real quick, BART is having major problems right now. 24th Street Station in the city is as far as you can go. Sal just did a live interview with the BART spokesperson about what exactly is going on. But the bottom line is this: if you are on BART, if you are in the East Bay heading through the city, the farthest you will get is the 24th Street Station. After that, trains are stopping, and most importantly, you cannot get to the airport. So, keep it in mind. We're talking about it throughout the morning. Randy Keller says, shop class. Kids have no idea how to maintain autos or simple home repairs. Randy, you know what? I totally agree on the shop class thing. Yes, we had shop when I was a kid. Let me see. That's my Aunt Fran. Who's your Aunt Fran? Is she on TV, Vinny? Let me know. Let me see. Okay, Daryl says the respective police officers, firemen, anybody in authority, your elders. All right, Morena also says respect. Respect life, humans, and animals. Gosh, these are good topics. You guys are coming up with really good ideas. We're going to be sharing them throughout the morning on Mornings on 2. Steven says computer programming. I think they probably teach that now. Let me see. One says, I just missed it. One. Bilingual. Yes, another language. I took French for 5 years. I think French and Spanish were the only options that we had in school. Lisa says, please give Trung a morning shout out. Hashtag Trung month. Good morning to you, Trung. Let me see, home economics. I'm seeing more votes for art and music. Vincent says how to respect your fellow human beings. Raymond says bullying. You know, it's funny, when I was growing up, there wasn't too much talk about bullying, but I think in the past probably 10 years or so, that's changed. Driver's ed. You're right, Devetta, we had to go outside and pay for that ourselves. Hang on, I'm going to have to lash up here, and then I have to go in the studio. Gosh, lash up, is that a verb? I'm not very happy with the lash placement, but we're running late, so it's okay. Tamara, I was waiting until... Can you say good morning to Trung in French, asks Lisa. 5 years of French, I should be able to muster a good... Bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour is good. Bon is... And jour is day. Good day. So bonjour, bonjour Trung. Sorry, my French is not that great. Good morning from Sacramento. Spanish rocks, learned it well after school. Yes. We call that an after-school enrichment class. Respect, because most are not being taught at home. Yeah. Adding workouts. Workouts, no makeup needed. Gasia, no Raymond. You are incorrect about that. More and more makeup every day. Let's lash and then we'll go into the studio. You guys have some great suggestions. Someone mentioned, oh golly, gee whiz, hang on, I'm trying to rescue this. Oh, okay. That was a close call. Somebody mentioned, calligraphy. Morena, really? I'm looking for really practical skills. To me, calligraphy is an art, but wow, wouldn't that be incredible? Teach you all sort of like hand dexterity things. Someone mentioned it. Old math, says Wayne, instead of the new math. Dan says, take smartphones away and video games from an entire school and teach socializing without gadgets 101. Isn't that funny? That we have to teach people the art of socializing? Let's go ahead and run into the studio. Our lashes are on. Let me ask, Leslie, did you get my epic back to school picture? Have you seen it yet?
I have not seen it.
Can you open it right now? Are you in your computer?
I'm in my computer. I'm loading email.
Oh my gosh, you guys want to see something crazy? Leslie, are you okay with being on Facebook Live or not?
I am okay.
Fabulous Leslie. We like Leslie, so we give her flattering angle. If we didn't like you, Leslie, we would give you unflattering angle. Always see.
Yes.
I demonstrated on myself. Okay, so Leslie is curating our back to school. Oh no! Are you guys ready? Okay, so I'll just say real quick. Leslie is part of our web team. She's curating our back to school slideshow where all the anchors and reporters send in pictures of us as awkward children, and I sent you a doozy.
I asked, the more awkward, the better. So
I delivered. You guys
delivered.
You guys are seeing. This is literally.
I don't know how to. I have to
I
rotate
don't know how
it,
to- oh my God.
but you guys can see
That's me.
the brace. How long did you have braces for?
I had braces twice. Ooh, Randy says Leslie is adorable. Don't let Leslie's husband read that.
Oh.
So I had braces forever. I had braces twice. This was, I think, 4th grade, 5th grade. Can I just focus in on the earrings? Very proud of
Those
the
are
earrings.
pretty good. What year is
The
this?
braces. This
90s?
is like 5th grade. Oh, probably 80s, I think. I'm old. I'm old, lady. Older than you. And then look, this is my favorite sweatshirt. With the
Exercising
teddy
bear
bears.
and the leg warmers.
And the leg warmers.
So good.
Definitely 80s, Leslie.
So good.
All right, Leslie's busy. I'll let you.
love it.
I'll let you keep making more internet.
Yes, you win.
Thank you. So all right. So just confirmed. I was hoping that she would say those words. Let me see. I'm running late. Oh shoot, running really late. Hold on. I have to run. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm actually running. Are we done? Okay. All right. Hold on, you guys. Oh my gosh, super late, super late, super late. That's okay. No, I was trying to stay out of the studio. Okay, and I stayed out a minute too long. No, and just so you know, I sent the best back to school picture ever to Leslie. If you want to see awkwardness personified, it's the worst.
I need to do that,
It's
I guess.
horrible.
I'm so sorry, I'm late.
No,
here
no.
Too.
It's okay. We'll make it work, Pam. We always do.
I'm all turned off, so.
Alrighty.
No cold.
Great.
No open toss
Okay.
line.
Great, great, great.
Yeah, I have to look around for a school photo, I guess. Does she want it by
I
today
think so.
or yesterday?
Well, probably. I think today is the.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And
All right,
Brandon's
Mama.
on vacation.
I'll
next
see
week.
you.
That's a pretty color.
Thank you. It's my orange crush. Okay, I'm in and on if they want to hear me. Do they want to hear me? 3 snaps and a pop.
That was 8.
Oh, 8. Friday, August 12th, I'm Gasia Mikaelian.
And good morning, I'm Dave Clark. We're following breaking news, a nightmare for you BART riders in the morning commute. It started about 4:30 this morning. Equipment problems in Daly City. It stopped all service on the peninsula, including trains to SFO. No service turned to limited service about an hour ago, but officials still say you should find some other way to get around. And now, Caltrain has major problems on their system.
We have live team coverage of this morning's commute. Very rough on a number of fronts. Sal with the latest on Caltrain. First, though, Brian Flores following the BART problems. And you have some good news for riders.
How you doing?
I'm a mess. How are you? I'm totally behind.
You're on top of it.
I did one thing differently, and now it's a mess.
Oh, gosh.
Kim says she's on BART right now.
Oh, really?
Are you having delays? Are you okay? Ouch.
See, you think about those people who don't have a lot
Right,
of cash in
right.
their wallet or purse.
Right.
I can't use a credit card,
Right.
so I can't use Uber.
Yeah.
People like me, my wife didn't give me any
Right.
money.
Right. So he's tossing back to us, and then we go to Sal? Okay. 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 Very busy. Yes. Oh, Kevin. Hector says manners, how to do the laundry and how to budget finances. Give that the triple thumbs up, Hector. I agree. I think the whole education system needs an overhaul. We should be working on what comes easier to some kids and what is harder for others. Yep, to find their talents. Michelle, I agree.
All right, Sal, thank you, sir. Plenty of fog to go around. Some areas don't have it, others have it really thick. Right down the deck, and that fog near the coast keeps temperatures there in the 60s. Looks to be a little lower here. Right? Making that move right. Nice job, Kevin. Okay. That was a little pile of fog, and I tell you, of course, it is there. I'll see you. One of those scooters. I know I've been there very close to that. I'm sick of this. Fog, drizzle, cold, yet something repairs the beach every day. Extreme something. There's something about it. If you're running close, not the greatest beach, but if you're going to Tahoe, it's going to be really that's where I'm activity up there. Blue skies, blue windy times, so it's going to be warm. Fog is there. So some nothing to go on. 50s on some of the 10th, over it, you go 60s on it. That's up. Lake Tahoe, good to go. You're pretty morning with a beautiful afternoon. Fog goes pretty. It's going to get even thicker. We're also going off with the soon, but San Jose, so hazy skies, hazy, like smoky air next to straight here. 60, 70.
Thank you, Steve. It is now 7:06. 24 people were hurt last night on a JetBlue flight heading to Sacramento from Boston. The 24 people, including 2 crew members, hit heavy turbulence and the plane made an emergency landing in South Dakota. Some of the passengers say the plane dropped straight down as they flew through bad weather. JetBlue sent a replacement plane to South Dakota to take the rest of the passengers on to Sacramento. Meantime, Delta Airlines now says it was a small fire at its data center in Atlanta that was partly to blame for this week's computer problems that caused delays and cancellations around the world. The CEO of Delta Airlines says the problem started early Monday morning when electrical equipment failed at its Atlanta headquarters. That failure caused a fire, which then led to a loss of power to the company's computers. Delta canceled more than 2,100 flights from Monday through Wednesday.
Well, some good news this morning. Early this morning, a missing 92-year-old man from Pacifica was found safe. Family members say Jose Sherco was found walking along the shoulder of Highway 280 early this morning. He was examined at a hospital for minor cuts and scrapes. Mr. Sherco was last seen yesterday afternoon at SFO after his plane arrived from Lima, Peru. There's still no word on how he ended up on that freeway. Also new from overnight, police in Vallejo searching for a driver whose car hit and killed a man crossing the street, and then the car drove away. Police say just after 11 o'clock last night, a car hit a 47-year-old man who was walking across Sonoma Boulevard, and the car never stopped. Police say the car was described as a light-colored Nissan Maxima. The investigation goes on.
Donald Trump is now talking about what could happen if he loses in November. Certainly a big shift for the presidential candidate who doesn't usually admit to vulnerabilities. It comes as newly released Hillary Clinton emails raise questions about whether she used her position as Secretary of State to help the Clinton Foundation. Doug Luzada reports from Washington, D.C. with more on these developments. Busy.
You got it.
Oh, yeah. Nani Maria Elsa says, how to be good parents to many broken homes. Yep. Aw, Michelle, thank you. You have a beautifully blessed day. Thank you. Wow, what a nice thing. The Council on American Islamic Relations is leading an effort to mobilize Muslim voters around the United States, including here in the Bay Area. There's training ongoing for election volunteers at the Council for American Islamic Relations down in Santa Clara. The group is launching an effort to register American Muslims to vote. The group, known as CARE, says although some candidates have expressed anti-Muslim sentiments in the campaign, volunteers only tell people how to register to vote, not who to vote for.
All right, time is 7:10, making sure Bay Area students start off the school year on the right foot. In 20 minutes, a giveaway happening today and why people lined up for hours.
A little 9-year-old boy escapes after being kidnapped by an armed man off the street. How the boy's quick thinking and something he was wearing helped him get to safety.
For some, if you don't have the clothes, it'll probably be warmed up, but if you do, temperatures will be held in check. I'll show you those things. Clear.
Yes? Oh my gosh. Okay. No, that's okay. I saw it and I left it just so I have something to refer to. Thank you. Talking to producer Sophie. She went to the Guns N' Roses show earlier this week. And smart lady, she took the next day off. Although I think if anybody could power through, it would be Sophie. I'm getting my product placement mug. I am super duper running behind. What is this? Hang on, let me take off my super cheap. Ew, what is that? Poo-poo. Okay, all right, let me do my product placement mug. I love your guys' responses for what do you think needs to be taught in school that's not taught now. I really, really do. You guys are coming up with so many things that I hadn't even considered. I love it. Ouch. Yike, my hair is like weird today. Well, my hair is weird every day. Here comes Dave Clark in the city talking to the mayor yesterday. I saw that, and we're going to talk more about it.
I did it for you guys.
Well, a little bit of Facebook Live talking to Mayor Ed Lee about the San Francisco police chief, the search for the new chief, the current chief who's the interim chief, who now says he wants to be the permanent chief, and what the mayor has to say about it. So.
He says he watches Mornings on 2 every day.
Oh, that's good to hear. Good. But does he watch us on Facebook Live? That should have been what you asked him. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm 2 steps behind, but this is good. What was that, 35? 30. Basic finances and how things work. Yeah, in my practice, I spend a great deal of time teaching people about their own life and how to set yourself up to fund and invest for retirement. Yes, yes, yes. You are, God, you guys are great.
5 seconds.
Hang on 1 second.
Welcome back to Mornings on 2 at 7:13. Today is sentencing day for a former Silicon Valley tycoon. Now, last month, a judge ruled that Gurbash Shahal violated his probation for a domestic violence conviction when he allegedly attacked his girlfriend. That came a year after prosecutors say he brutally beat a different woman in the very same San Francisco penthouse. Now, today, he could be sent to jail or have his probation extended. Shahal was once a young star of Silicon Valley. He made $300 million when he was only 25 years old. Also today, convicted child sex abuser Jerry Sandusky is due to take the witness stand for the first time. Now, this comes at the first day of the hearing to appeal his conviction 4 years ago. The former Penn State assistant football coach did not take the stand during his trial back in 2012. Now, that decision was among the issues he's raising in arguing his lawyers did a bad job defending him. He's 72 years old. He was convicted of sexually abusing 10 boys. He was sentenced to decades in state prison.
A 9-year-old boy in Utah who was abducted by an armed stranger jumped from a moving SUV to get away. Aiden says he was walking to his friend's house when a man grabbed him and threw him into an SUV. Police say moments after being kidnapped, Aiden unlocked the door and jumped out as the vehicle was moving, and Aiden sprained his ankle in the process. Aiden says he ran and hid behind a grocery store dumpster. Then he remembered that little red thing you see on his wrist there. It's a smartwatch his parents had given him to make emergency phone calls. His parents were able to find Aiden's exact location thanks to the GPS in that watch. This morning, police are still searching for his abductor, but my goodness, the best possible ending to that story we can hope for.
Wow. All right, let's go to Sal. We haven't had much good endings in our morning commute, Sal.
Robert says, auto shop, wood shop, common sense thinking, critical thinking, flight science, home economics. I love it all. Damien, social media etiquette. I bet you that's being taught. Isn't that funny? Reading, writing, how to problem solve. You know what? Cindy, are you a teacher? You sound like one. Yep. Tane Tane. Tane Christopher. So excited to get to see you up in Washington. Took me a few days to be able to connect, and I live in Kelseyville. Thank you. Let me see. Tim Parker, how's the country going to get out of a hole if we don't support our teachers to encourage our children to be outside the box thinkers? I agree. Shh.
All right, Sal, thank you, sir. Well, a lot of fog around here. Some of that, though, continuing to sock in parts of the coast and the bay. Looks to be a little thicker. Visibility's been coming down throughout the last couple of hours. Poised to fall pretty quick. The rain continues over the Gulf Coast. I believe rain on top of everything. The warm ocean temps, the Gulf Coast temps certainly feed into this, but this is a stalled out system. The circulation mainly over northern Louisiana, but almost the entire state. Some of the moisture put out record levels. So rain is not going anywhere anytime soon in the Gulf Coast. We get fog, no doubt. That's it. No rain
Of
here.
course, David, you're welcome.
Sebastopol, Mill Valley, and Napa. How about that? Just some incredible lows differences here for summer, even on the high temps this summer. For summer, they're not that far. But the day is 47, 50 California, 51 Patagonia. A lot of fog, sun has a cold pattern. For some, though, it's not going to take long to warm up. Truckee, 43, surrounds Lake Tahoe, 42 South Lake Tahoe. It's beautiful. No thunderstorm activity. That's going on since about what, June, early June, around June 10th or something. July was quiet. August has been quiet. That monsoon moisture hasn't made it. And if you're going up there, the mornings are cool, the afternoons are warm to hot, mid-80s for some. So we get the fog locally, but it's burning off a little sooner here for some high pressure. Moving over us today and tomorrow, might be a little 60 now. Northern California and Sunday for a slight cool down there. I'll tell you, I think we need a cold front to cool down parts of Lake County. It's just strange. It would be much warmer than, say, the North Bay and the South Bay. 85 Santa Rosa, 82 Napa, 81 Santa Fe, 97 Vacaville, 99 up in Cleveland, 97 Antioch, Brentwood, Byron, Oakland, 92 Livermore, 71 Alameda, 73 beautiful degrees in Berkeley, depending on where you are in Berkeley. 82 San Jose. They've been warmer, they being San Jose, warmer than Morgan Hill and Gilroy most of this week. Today looks to be finally leveling out a little bit. And on the coast, 60s, too much fog, 70s and 80s. It is amazing the difference this summer between the coast and some inland temps.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are people who haven't seen the sun in a while.
Right. And then others are sick of it.
Look, this is just me. I know we gotta go. Don't the producer,
Right.
don't freak out. Every day it seems like Concord, Livermore,
Right.
Antioch, 90s.
Right. Yep.
Santa Rosa, San Jose, 80s. Coast, 60.
Wow.
Fog, drizzle.
Yep. Yep.
They're waiting for September, those
Yeah.
on the coast.
Okay. Steve, thank you.
All right.
Could it be the end of daylight saving time here in California? A bill that would let voters decide just that issue cleared a key committee at the state assembly. The state agreed to institute daylight saving time back in 1949 for work safety purposes. But San Jose Assemblyman Kenson Chu says he read research that the risk of heart attacks, car crashes, and workplace accidents rises immediately after daylight saving time begins. To get the measure on the 2018 ballot, the legislation would need to clear both houses and win the support of Governor Jerry Brown. Currently, Hawaii and Arizona are the only states that do not observe daylight saving time.
Well, 4 people were killed in a bombing overseas. Several more were hurt. Coming up, where it happened and who is being blamed.
Also, he made a small fortune from his Berkeley wine business. Now he's admitting to cheating customers out of millions of dollars. Did A-Rod admit to performance enhancing? Does anybody know? Hang on. Did A-Rod actually admit to performance enhancing drugs? HK. 73 boat. Uh,
I wonder if you did on 60 Minutes. Yes, I use drives.
so he said yes?
Mm-hmm.
But wait, then he's talking about taking it to federal court. Under oath. Okay. How about this? That's been tainted. How about this? App has been tainted. Do you know what year that was?
Oh, shucks.
Hang on. Testifying. How about this? How about this? He did admit to using. Okay. Well, testifying under oath, he did admit. Okay. What? Time is 7:23. The owner of a Bay Area wine business has pleaded guilty to federal fraud charges. John Fox, the owner of Premier Crew in Berkeley, admitted to cheating thousands of customers out of millions of dollars. He promised to send them pricey bottles of wine, but never did. The judge called it a wine Ponzi scheme. In his plea agreement, Fox admitted to using customers' money to pay for his mortgage, his daughter's college tuition, for expensive cars, and that he spent some of it online meeting women. He now owes $45 million to some 9,000 customers. Premier Crew is now closed, and John Fox filed for bankruptcy earlier this year.
All right, well, the Federal Drug Enforcement Administration has taken a controversial stand now on marijuana. The DEA decided not to take pot off the list of the nation's most dangerous drugs, which puts marijuana on the same government list as heroin. Now, that has outraged medical marijuana supporters who argue pot has proven to be very useful with pain management. However, the DEA concluded marijuana right now has no accepted medical use in the U.S., and the federal agency says pot has a high potential for abuse.
Tonight on KTVU Plus, you could see what could be the final game of the baseball career for Alex Rodriguez. The New York Yankees plan to release him after the game. Rodriguez has hit 696 home runs in his career, but while testifying under oath recently, you may remember he did admit to using performance-enhancing drugs. You can watch the Yankees versus the Tampa Bay Rays on KTVU Plus tonight. Our coverage starts at 4 p.m. Mother Nature, though, could foul up the plans because rain is in the forecast there in New York. 7:25 now, a man found dead in a stairwell at San Francisco's Westfield Shopping Center has been identified, where he worked and how his coworkers are remembering him this morning. Oh my gosh. So many good answers. I'm going to read them. So many good answers. The question was, what do you think needs to be taught in school that's not being taught? Carol, hang on. Her comment. Okay, Carol says, life skills. Teaching about managing credit, balancing a budget. Yes, Soph. Ooh. Right. Okay. You got it. That's okay. Neither do I. All right. Well, I barely know that. Producer Sophie telling me the things. Carol Ryan answering my question, what do you think needs to be taught in school that's not being taught now? Carol Ryan says, life skills, teaching about managing credit, balancing a budget, basic cooking skills, changing a tire. Think of all the stuff you wish you had known how to do. Just call it basic life skills. Also bring back classes like auto shop and let women enroll. Absolutely. Donna, financial responsibility. John Scolari in with the sports comment on a story that we just had on Mornings on 2. John says, doesn't matter what A-Rod did, they were only interested in one player. And despite not having anything on him, they railroaded him out of the game and the Hall of Fame. John Scolari talking about Alex Rodriguez. He is playing what many assume will be his last game today. And I believe we have it over on KTVU+. Let me see. Fleur de Lis, the name I love, says this generation doesn't know the meaning of respect, respecting teachers and other people. Okay. Fleur de Lis says this generation doesn't know the meaning of respect, respecting teachers and other people around them. Now that social media is bigger, all you see is students challenging kids and beating them over a cell phone being taken away. Students all talk back, just respect in general. Yeah. Typing and cursive writing. Dave and I went to the same typing school. It is the school of Hunt and Peck. The school of two fingers.
It's the best I can do.
Well, it's the best I can do. Steve Paulson actually took typing, and we were not smart enough to take that class. So.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Oh my gosh, my hair is a little bit crazily. Okay.
Tremendous.
Well, no, it's flat.
5 seconds.
7:28. You can't start the new school year without a brand new backpack. The deal is that so many families don't have the ability to provide that for their children, but thank goodness there are organizations such as Sacred Heart in the South Bay doing that for the community. We are minutes away from a major back-to-school backpack giveaway. So many families have waited in line to sign up for the event today, and nothing smells better than a fresh box of crayons.
Well, that's true, too.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning. I'm Gasia Mikaelian.
And I'm Dave Clark. Let's go right to Sal. Our commute has big problems. Sal, can you fix it?
Yeah, we're going to start with the westbound part.
Mm-hmm.
The park is not running again, but for a while, Mark had a major issue. This morning, the park system is recovering after a system outage left many stranded on platforms at 24th Street Mission in San Francisco. Trains were not passengers after that point down the bridge from including the airport. A lot of people around here, no place to go. Eventually, they realized, or the system realized, that there was a problem with the trainers somewhere down the track, and they fixed it. Trains are running again throughout the entire system, but they're running severe delays between 24th Street and the airport and Millbrae. So there will be delays. There will be some delays now, but
Stretch.
All right, thank you, Sal. Very good morning. A lot of low clouds, fog, very foggy for some, not for others. The fog bank has kind of been squashed, compressed as high pressure builds in. This will not equal any warmth, probably by the coast, but it will for some inland areas. I think this is going to be the same case tonight and tomorrow. And probably some, there might be a little outclouds that might reduce the overall coast or the city. Frederick said the morning has been foggy at all. It's so foggy outside my house. I can't see across the street. The weather will tell them when we are sick. I finished tonight. A lot of fun. And even towards the Santa Clara Valley, Ryan Reese says we won't
All right, Steve, thank you. Time is 7:32. We're following developing news in Oakland. Police say a woman was attacked in her home early this morning. A man broke in through a window. This happened on Fenton Street about 4:30 this morning. We don't know the condition of the woman right now. We have been told the suspect has been captured, but investigators are trying to figure out if this was a random attack or if the two of them knew each other.
A gun store owner in Rockland is at odds with city leaders. A construction company donated 3 concrete barriers for him to place outside a store. These barriers are intended to prevent smash and grab break-ins similar to one at another Rockland gun shop last month. The crime was captured by a surveillance camera. You see it happening here. The thieves use a vehicle to ram the gates. Rockland officials say these concrete barriers, though, are illegal because they're blocking parking stalls and the sidewalk. Authorities say they understand the gun store owner's response, but they do add there are other barriers that could be installed that would fit within city guidelines.
All right, happening today, it's almost back to school time, and today thousands of families in the South Bay will get some much needed help to start the new school year right.
KTVU's Christian Captain in San Jose this morning. That's where Sacred Heart is giving away 3,000 new backpacks full of school supplies. Christian? Oh, Jack Genie says education, no politics. They should read, write, and do math well. Yeah? How about behavior management? Because it can teach kids how not to talk back to adults or use vulgar language. Oh, Maria, thank you for joining in. The line for this pre-registration is always so long.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, this is so great. I just want to show you guys real quick what's going on camera. This is a woman from Sacred Heart in San Jose. They're helping students packing 3,000 backpacks full of back-to-school supplies. And parents pre-registered for the giveaway, so you cannot just head down there this morning and get a backpack if you're not already pre-registered. But over on KTVU.com, and Dave's going to say this in a minute, we have some links to back giveaways happening around the Bay. So if you are stuck without school supplies for your little one, you can head over to KTVU.com, check it out, and there are a couple links to backpack giveaways that are ongoing. Oh, I love everything this lady is saying. Which?
Okay.
Oh! Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Oh! Oh! That's cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Get that excitement going. Save me 2 of those Hot Wheels backpacks. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I love all the choices, Christian. Thank you.
And if you want to find a school supply giveaway near you, we have a link on our Channel 2 website. Find it under web links at ktvu.com.
Now, I hope you've been with us as we've been reporting on a number of issues during our Back to School week, including new LGBT curriculum being added to classes starting at 2nd grade this year. Our KTVU question of the day asks you, what would you like to see added to the school curriculum in California, or what should be expanded on? Let us know what you think. You can post a comment to our KTVU Facebook page. You can also tweet us using that hashtag KTVU.
Well, a funeral mass will be held this morning. It'll be for the young college baseball player Calvin Riley, shot and killed in San Francisco Saturday as he played Pokemon Go. The funeral will be at St. Gregory's Church in San Mateo. That's where family and friends gathered last night for a memorial. They remembered him as a kind and caring young man. He was a graduate of Sarah High School in San Mateo. Police are still out there searching for his killer.
We're learning that a man found dead inside San Francisco's Westfield Shopping Center worked at a nearby restaurant. He's been identified as 28-year-old Frank Gasia. Friends describe him as an up-and-coming line chef at the high-end restaurant Sons and Daughters, just a few blocks from the mall. Janitors found his body in a stairwell near Bloomingdale's Wednesday morning. Police are calling it a homicide, but haven't yet said how he was killed. They are looking at surveillance video, and they're also interviewing witnesses. The owners of Sons and Daughters released this statement saying, quote, "We are shocked and devastated by Frank's passing. We are a small team that operates like a close-knit family, and he'll be dearly missed. Our thoughts and condolences are with Frank's family and friends at this difficult time."
Well, this weekend, a San Francisco mother is marking a heartbreaking anniversary. It's been almost 10 years since 17-year-old Aubrey Abracasa was shot and killed at the corner of Grove and Baker. Abracasa was a high school student. He was about to start his senior year. Now, his mother, Paulette Brown, has been a strong advocate for murder victims ever since. Today, she plans to pass out flyers along with the police at the corner where her son died, hoping to generate some new leads. The mayor's office has offered a $250,000 reward in the case.
New this morning, several overnight bombings in Thailand killed 4 people and injured 20 more. They targeted tourist towns. In one town, the bombs were hidden inside plants on a busy street that's filled with restaurants and bars. It's believed the bombings were carried out by rebels opposed to the military government that has ruled Thailand since a coup in 2014.
Well, that huge wildfire near Carmel, it has now burned almost 70,000 acres. It's the Soberanes fire. It has destroyed 57 homes. It's still only 55% contained. It started July 22nd. It was caused by an illegal campfire left unattended. It's been spreading towards Big Sur, and it may close down a part of Highway 1 this weekend.
This morning, the Small Business Administration is opening a loan outreach center in San Francisco to help people who lost their homes or businesses in a massive fire back in June. That fire displaced at least 7 businesses and 40 residents in the Bernal Heights neighborhood. The Small Business Administration is offering loans of up to $2 million to the affected businesses and up to $40,000 for renters. The Loan Outreach Center will operate out of the Mission Economic Development Agency office. It'll be open on weekdays through August 26th.
Well, if you've been watching us, you've known Bart has had problems this morning, really serious problems. We'll bring you updates on Bart and Caltrain delays throughout the morning. And in 20 minutes, a live report from the 24th Street Mission Station.
The court workers' strike continues in Santa Clara County. Up next, the impact on the opening of a brand new courthouse that's set for next week.
Well, for some, nothing much has changed. It's either foggy, gray, cold. For others, it's already sunny. It's probably going to get warm to hot. And no change. We'll see about the weekend. Clear out
Okay. Nutrition classes, says Merdad. Nutrition classes are good. Teach kids how to properly diet, how to eat the right foods or how to eat healthy foods. Let me see. Ron says, wow, that's sad how people don't watch out for campouts. Oh my gosh. Yes, and then Ron, and then Merdad says, agree, Ron. Those clerks deserve a raise, says Ron Ross. I believe Ron is referring to, correct me if I'm wrong, as I turn my necklace around because it's been backwards for the past 42 minutes, talking about the Santa Clara County Court strike. Workers have been on the picket lines for a full week now. A lot of uncertainty for people who have business in the, traffic ticket, jury duty. Yes, Soph. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That's okay. Jamie. Inchbes Gasia, teach more trades. Oh my gosh, Jamie. Filiposian. Oh my gosh. Am I Armenianizing your name,
Yeah.
Jamie? Because it's spelled like it's pronounced Filiposian if you're Armenian. Or I'm just Armenianizing you. I'm deputizing you as my honorary Armenian.
Hey.
I have never seen that line. You're number one. Don't
Okay.
worry, Dave. I know. Dave is like, I thought only I had that. All right. Here's the deal. I've seen an awful lot of Armenian last names, and I've never seen this one. But the Inchbeses tells me, which is how are you? Inchbeses Gasia tells me that I think Jamie is Hayran, which is Armenian. Teach more trades. Four-year colleges aren't the best for everyone. Yeah, you know what? I agree. Bill, respect of your parents, elders, and especially self-respect. That's a good one, Bill. Wow, we're getting a ton of great responses. I kind of expected more, run-of-the-mill stuff, but you guys this is really great. It's sparking a good discussion here. We're going to talk about it throughout the morning. All right, here's more on that court strike, by the way.
10 seconds. Video open floor. 5 seconds.
Time is 7:44. Santa Clara County's new courthouse will open as scheduled despite the ongoing court workers' strike. The new Family Justice Center will go into operation on Monday. Striking court workers have been upset about the $240 million building. They say some of the money used for the building should have gone toward pay raises for them. But a Superior Court spokesperson says the new building will actually cut costs because it consolidates services, and that the building construction was already underway before the contract dispute even began. Two other courthouses, the Park Center Plaza and the Sunnyvale Courthouse, will close for good today and will move their operations to that new building.
Well, time is 7:44. San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee is showing support for acting police chief Tony Chaplin as the city looks for a permanent police chief. Now, here's what Mayor Lee told me yesterday when I asked him about it on Facebook. Now, the mayor said that just before Chief Chaplin, who you see here, addressed the Interfaith Council. The chief told the group that officers are using new tactics to avoid deadly force. Now, a decision on a permanent chief is expected in the next 2 months or so. On Monday, the first of several public meetings will be held where the public can give their input.
Today, a tattoo parlor in San Diego is donating some of its profits to the wife and children of a fallen police officer. The Red Crow Tattoo Parlor is holding a fundraiser for the family of Officer Jonathan de Guzman. The officer, known as J.D., was shot and killed 2 weeks ago while questioning a suspect. His partner was wounded in the attack. Laura Crow is the owner of this tattoo parlor. Her brother worked with de Guzman in San Diego's gang enforcement unit. These special tattoos have the number 5721. That's the fallen officer's police badge number.
Well, the Solano County Sheriff's Office was able to track down one runaway Chihuahua, but another one is reportedly still out there on the loose. Those two dogs caused quite a traffic jam Wednesday afternoon on Cordelia Road in Fairfield. Deputies saw them running in and out of traffic. Now, they were able to catch one dog, who you see here, but the other one slipped away. The dog that was caught, it's now at the Solano County Animal Shelter.
At 7:46, we will toss to Sal Castaneda. Had his hands full with Bart and now Caltrain. I guess it's good. It's a Friday, right, Sal?
It is, because people have a little more flexibility at the end of the day.
Happy Friday, yes. Ron Ross says it's been 17 years since they haven't gotten a raise. I think he's talking about the court employees.
All right, Sal, thank you, sir. Happy Friday, everybody. It's thick fog for some, already sunny for some. Again, the difference in the temps has just been incredible. I mean, if your East Bay temps are in the 90s, you're over by the coast, you're socked in, and it doesn't budge much. I mean, just 60s and 70s there, and they don't seem to change. Some of the inland temps a little bit warmer this weekend. Considering the fall over by the coast. First of all, that's national weather. Just incredible rain over, not just all the coast, especially these in that way. I guarantee we are going to see some flooding dirt coming out of this area because it won't stop raining. And the moisture levels will be what these children are out of this.
Flattering angle. Okay, let's go. Let's go track this. Let's go track this. All right, I lost track of time. I was supposed to be out of the studio like almost a minute ago. Then I almost crack my face open. We're gonna go to the control voice booth. We're gonna track the cold open. Then we go upstairs and meet. Let me see. Hang on. I'm all discombobulated. Beep. Beep. Okay. All right, let's go track this cold. La la la. My dad says, "Go Raiders!" Yes, you can see them tonight over on KTVU Plus. Coverage of that game, I think, starts at 4. I want to say yes, 4 o'clock. May I track the cold? Yes.
Yes, of course.
Great. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay. Find that. Anybody in here? No. We go in the control room to say all the things. This is for my level. Back to school week wraps up with more on the debate over vaccines and the viruses that could affect the college-bound. Plus, we have some healthy, fun lunch ideas for your students. Also, it's the preseason opener for the Oakland Raiders. Plus, the Warriors are looking to fill some extra spots, but you better be able to dance. Is it any surprise Mike Meback is doing that interview? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Back to school week wraps up with more on the debate over vaccines and the viruses that could affect your college-bound student. Plus, we have some healthy, fun lunch ideas for your students. Okay. Are we in business? Yes? I'm assuming so. All right, let's go I have a prop. I have a prop that I'm going to use. We're doing a healthy lunch. Where's my prop? Ooh. This is my secret for healthy lunch for school kids. Going across you guys want to see? This is more exciting than me. Busy, busy, busy. Newsroom. Look at that. Walking and talking. Where's Chelsea? Chelsea's at her desk and she's having a meeting, so I can't barge in. Or else, believe me, I would. Let's see. Hello. Busy in the newsroom. I'm heading upstairs. This is where Mike and I do the 8 o'clock hour. Mornings on 2. I'm going to talk about a lot of things. Hang on. Ugh, I'm giving myself a super unflattering angle. Okay. KTVU hallway. Just like every other hallway you've ever seen in your life. Only this hallway has an elevator at the end of it. All right, here we go. Beep. Look at this. Ooh, am I seeing? Band and orchestra, says David. Band and orchestra in elementary schools. I'm originally from the Midwest and was appalled that there's next to nothing for visual and performing arts here. We need well-rounded children. David, I like it. 800 years ago, when I was going to school in Livermore, everybody had the option of starting an instrument at grade 3. You could do orchestra, you could do band. I did orchestra. I played violin. I've actually been playing violin for a couple of years. My parents were very great, and they gave us private violin lessons at a place in Livermore. So I think it was at the Suzuki method. I think so. This is a while ago. So the fact that I remember it was the Suzuki method is stunning to me. Nice building. Why, thank you. Oh, look at this. Who do I see? I need to memorize that whole Shakespeare thing that goes like, what light over yonder, something, something breaks. It is the east. And Mike Meback is the son. He's actually one of two sons. And there are also two daughters. But I have a feeling Mike Meback is not only Carrie Portillo's favorite. I think Mike Meback was also his mom's favorite, or is also his mom's favorite.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, please. Okay, so if Mike's not his mom's favorite, then what does it take to be a favorite? Because
She loves all of us.
well,
Come on.
look, how many? Am I the only one who ever asked my parents which one of us do you love best, or I accuse them of loving one of us best? I think I knew who my parents' favorite is, but I'm not going to say it because he would kill me. I'm a family of 3 girls and 1 boy, so I think you know who I'm talking about. My little brother. Anywho, Mike, you got into work today? Okay, right? Major problems on Caltrain, on
Nope.
BART earlier. So
Can't get onto the computer though.
oh, okay. Well,
Let's try it again.
hang on. I'm gonna mic up.
Hopefully you can.
La da dee da doo. Hang on. Let me put this microphone on.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't get onto iNews right now. If you want to.
Is it kicking you out? Yeah. Go to the 3 bars that show your internet signal on the bottom right-hand side.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're connected to KTVU Secure and not KTVU Guest.
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Why would it be connected to Guest?
I don't know, but mine is sometimes. But if you're on Guest, you cannot get onto iNews.
Because we do share these computers.
Oh my gosh. And with that, I have just had my greatest IT moment of my life.
Let's see if it works.
Are you not impressed? Mike. I just solved Mike's computer problem. You owe me something now. I don't know what it is. When I think of it, I will let you know.
So why would that do that?
I don't know, but you mean why does Guest not let you on?
No, why would it go to Guest? I've always been on Secure.
I don't know, but I've had that same problem, and mine is on Guest, and so I change. I mean, like when I have that same problem, mine has been on Guest, and then I change it to Secure, and I'm fine. Oh.
Bill Weeks, 8126,
I am.
8126, 8126.
Okay. All right.
Rabasha Hall.
Do what?
Rabasha Hall.
Yeah, I just followed that.
Okay.
I didn't know any better. Oh. Okay. Meh. Me. Oh my gosh, I never put my earrings on. Mike is old school, he's reading the paper.
My paper is coming late to that.
I know, you said you were going to pull back on the tip for the paper boy.
Think about it. No, I'm just
Were you a
call
paper
him
boy?
and see it. No.
You weren't.
No.
That's funny. That's a job I can see you having. Kind of all
Probably
American.
should have.
Kind of all American. You know. I hear you. Do you hear me? Good. Yeah, I can definitely see you doing that. Riding your bike through the neighborhood, like Elliot and E.T.
I did do that.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Okay, minute up from upstairs. My brother was he was a newspaper boy.
You did?
Yeah. My mom helped him because he's her favorite, but I'm not harboring any resentment. Am I too high?
Just like an inch. Or I can come up, but I'd rather not
Hang
come
on.
up. But I don't want you to feel too low either.
How do we look? Do we look amazing? Let me split the difference.
That's good. No, that's good.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Dave's coming on.
Yes, to talk about the mayor. Very excited, Sophie. Thank you.
How'd it go, Sophie?
Needed a pen.
Yeah. 30.
30 seconds out. Ha, David, thank you. Or do you mean Mike? probably Mike.
Dave, thank you, Dave. Coming up at 8, a scary ride out 24 people on a JetBlue flight headed to Sacramento were hurt mid-flight, and what happened after that plane made an emergency landing in South Dakota.
And more trouble on the campaign trail, what the latest leaked emails from Hillary Clinton show, and Donald Trump's continuing problems in getting support from his own party. The world is hearing my squeaky chair. Let me see. You're just too beautiful. Ha! Luis, no. There's no such thing. Let me see. Yes? Computer's ready? Okay. All right. Okay. You got it.
Is there a live picture, Jeff?
Great. Of course, all of a sudden, my iNews is not responding. Do you have it out?
Yep.
My iNews isn't popping up. With just one cold.
Oh, one cold is you. I can do it if you
Okay.
don't have it.
No, it's okay. We're hearing. Oh, that's right.
I can just move this here since there's video up.
Okay. And then they floated, and then we come back, live
pic, we
picture.
don't know. If
Okay,
there is,
hello,
I'll do it,
hello.
and I start the hello, and then you go to Steve.
Got it. Okay. It's another spare the air day. So funny. My iNews.
Spare the air day is like socked in.
Maybe where you live, but for people who live in Livermore,
Oh my
it's
God.
super hot. It's super hot. You.
Super hot.
Yes.
To me, that's triple digits.
Look.
90 is normal summer.
You know what?
I have no iNews yet.
It's continued hot.
Okay, no worries. We can. I've got the script here for the cold and hello. We can do that.
I think. Oh, my computer just woke up. So good. Sleepaterin. One of my favorite commercials. Sleep Train.
Out.
Okay.
Today's August 12th.
Is it? Yes, that would make sense.
10 seconds out.
Are you good on prompter?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, great.
5 seconds.
It is 8 o'clock and we are heading into the 4th hour of BART delays. And just over an hour ago, Caltrain started having some major problems on its lines. We have team coverage on what to expect for your Friday morning commute.
And a beautiful Friday morning it is out there looking toward the east. It is Friday, Football Friday, as the Raiders are snapping the ball tonight right here on KTVU against those Arizona Cardinals. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Mornings on 2. It is Friday, August 12th. I'm Mike Meebeck.
I'm Gasia Mikaelian. Let's talk to Steve Paulson about the weather. Another spare the air day today, Steve. My iNews is acting really weird.
Sucks.
Let
me know what you need.
Okay, I'm going to restart my computer. Shut down.
Sal's going to go to Brian, so we got time.
Yeah, we have time.
But you do have the first reads after that.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Thanks for making it up here, Tim.
Raiders.
I don't want you to run, but you know.
Carrie Portillo noticed that my dress matches Mike's tie. Carrie, is it okay if I take him to prom? Did you do that on purpose?
This is orange. Though.
This is coral. Well, it still goes. You say he's trying to distance himself from me? I don't like you, Mike. I don't like you. Kara, you take him to prom. He doesn't want to go with me. We have a good question of the day cooking on Facebook Live.
What is it?
What do you think needs to be taught in California schools that's not taught now?
Coding.
What?
Coding.
Coding. Don't they teach coding?
That should be mandatory for all schools.
Really?
I don't think it's mandatory.
You think it should be mandatory? But what if your kid's
It's
not
like a foreign
interested
language in
in?
high school. You're going to teach Spanish or French to someone, but you're not going to teach them about computers and coding?
But what if I'm not going to go into computers?
Brian or
Brian.
there's Anchors and Brian here. I think Sal's awesome, but it says two things here.
We'll stand by just in case.
Thank you.
It's so interesting, coding. I'm going to say, in case you guys didn't. You don't see that little Facebook Live in the shot, do you? You don't, when you look at us, oh, it's not on a two shot. That's not in the shot. No.
No. I show no double box coming back here.
Okay. Ha, Carrie says yes. Yes, I may take him. Gotta go. See you Monday. Have a great weekend to both. Raymond, go. Absolutely.
Double box with us and Brian. Got it. Double box with us and Brian.
I see no double box in the lineup.
I see it. 8115?
Says no in the camera column. That looks like a last minute ad.
Okay. I'll stand by just in case.
By stand by, you mean keep your fingers out of your nose.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he ever puts them up there. I'm not happy with this angle. And now it's even worse. Carrie Portillo, I'd like to take him to prom. All the other girls would be jealous. You have to talk to Mrs. Mike B back for that, and I don't think she'd allow it.
Probably would. She's like, get out of the house for a night.
She'd be like, take him. Exactly.
Go for a night.
It might work, Carrie. I'll call her. That's funny. I kind of get it.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, thank you. 24 people were hurt last night on a JetBlue flight heading to Sacramento from Boston. 24 people, including 2 crew members, hit heavy turbulence. The plane made an emergency landing in South Dakota. Some of the passengers say the plane dropped straight down as they flew through bad weather. JetBlue sent a replacement plane to South Dakota to take the rest of the passengers on to Sacramento. Meantime, Delta Airlines now says it was a small fire at its data center in Atlanta that was partly to blame for this week's computer problems that caused delays and cancellations around the world. The CEO of Delta Airlines says the problem started early Monday morning when electrical equipment failed at its Atlanta headquarters. That failure caused a fire which led to a loss of power to the company's computers. Delta canceled more than 2,100 flights from Monday through Wednesday.
Vallejo police are looking for the driver who hit and killed a man crossing the street last night and then drove away. Police say just after 11 o'clock last night, a car hit a 47-year-old man who was walking across Sonoma Boulevard. That car did not stop. Police say the vehicle was described as being a light-colored Nissan Maxima.
Turning now to the presidential race, more than 70 Republicans have signed a letter urging the chairman of the Republican National Committee to cut off funding to Donald Trump. In this letter, they say they fear Donald Trump's, quote, divisiveness and recklessness will have a negative impact on Republican Senate and House races around the country. They're urging the RNC to instead use funds to finance those races. On the campaign trail yesterday, Trump acknowledged that he's facing challenges, even in a usually reliable Republican state. Hillary Clinton's campaign is facing its own problems. New emails show an uncomfortably close relationship between the State Department, when Hillary Clinton served as Secretary of State, and the Clinton Foundation. There are reports one of her top advisors, who was on the State Department's payroll, traveled to New York to help conduct foundation business.
The Council on American Islamic Relations is leading an effort to mobilize Muslim voters around the United States, including right here in the Bay Area. There is training going on for election volunteers at the Council for American Islamic Relations in Santa Clara. They are launching an effort to register American Muslims to vote. The group, known as CARE, says although some candidates have expressed anti-Muslim sentiments in the campaign, volunteers only tell people how to register to vote, not who to vote for. Happening today, it is sentencing day for a former Silicon Valley tycoon. Last month, a judge ruled Gasia violated his probation for a domestic violence conviction when he allegedly attacked his girlfriend. That came 1 year after prosecutors say he brutally beat another woman in the same San Francisco penthouse. Today, he could be sent to jail or have his probation extended. Shahal was once a young star of Silicon Valley who made $300 million when he was just 25 years old.
Time is now 8:08. Convicted child sex abuser Jerry Sandusky is scheduled to take the witness stand today for the first time. This comes at the first day of a hearing to appeal his conviction 4 years ago. The former Penn State assistant football coach did not take the stand during his trial in 2012. That decision was among the issues he's raised in arguing his lawyers did a bad job defending him. The 72-year-old was convicted of sexually abusing 10 boys and was sentenced to decades in state prison.
Preventing another robbery, how one gun store owner is violating city code to protect his shop, and why he says he is not changing his methods.
And up next, an exclusive endorsement. KTVU's Dave Clark will talk with us about his conversation with San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee on the pending position of San Francisco Police Chief.
Michael.
I love it.
Dave Clark. All right, you guys, let me show you. It's a Little Mermaid song.
I want to be Mike.
Dave, not that Mike.
Oh, okay.
Mike's getting mic'd. Dave is mic'd up. Mike is mic'd up.
So the mayor didn't give you any heat when you approached him? Dave?
Look at this. We're going to talk about something. I'm not going to give it all away.
We've always kind of gotten along.
Dave Clark was in the city on assignment yesterday, and he talked with San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee about the ongoing search for a permanent police chief. We all know Tony Chaplin is in the spot on an interim basis. Have fun, Carrie Portillo. Have a good day. So Dave went over to the mayor on Facebook Live and said, let's talk about the search for the chief. What do you think of Tony Chaplin, who's in it on an interim basis? Let's talk about permanent chief. And the mayor essentially said a lot of things to Dave Clark we haven't heard him say before. So on that note, I give you one Dave Clark miking up. I give you one quick shot of Mike mic'd up. And then here's a quick shot of me trying to juggle it all. Have a great Friday. Keep telling me your comments about what do you think needs to be taught in California schools. We're talking about it throughout the day, and especially over on Mornings on 2 to 9. So, from gentleman to gentleman, I bid you farewell. Thanks for joining me here. I'll see you on the Good Old Fashioned TV.